Hi, I'm Mary Wu. I'm a LinkedIn trainer, speaker, and consultant. When people are trying to manage their way around LinkedIn to build their network and to connect with people all over the world, I am a fabulous resource because I can help small business owners and entrepreneurs really maximize the use of all of the different things on LinkedIn. I have a group program for people that have worked with me and want to continue to have some accountability on LinkedIn. And one of the things I do for that program every month is do a presentation on what's new on LinkedIn this month. Because guess what? It changes every single month. Truly, it does. So, one of the things I do every month for people in my group program is do a presentation on a recording on what's new on LinkedIn. And this month, some of the new stuff is like, I really want to create a recording for everybody so that anybody can have access to that. So, what's new in July of 2025 on LinkedIn? Well, I have been on LinkedIn for many years and I've pressed all the buttons and I haven't broken it yet. So, you can trust what I say and assume that when you take chances and you do things on LinkedIn, you're not going to break anything. The other thing I want you to know is I have uh, fabulous recommendations. You can go look at that on LinkedIn and find out who says what about me in front of my face. Before I get started into what's new on LinkedIn, though, I have two very special shout outs. One of them is Kevin D. Turner, who regularly posts on LinkedIn what is going on and what's new. And I'll give you a little bit more information about that later on. I'm kind of excited about something that happened this month. And the other person is John Asperian. He is my LinkedIn coach. He's a LinkedIn coach for LinkedIn coaches, and he kind of keeps us all together and focused and managing things. So fabulous people, and I would not be able to do what I do without the help of other people. And I hope you can find people that help you. This year to date, as of the end of June, there have been 99 LinkedIn changes that were caught. And I'm not going to tell you about all of them. I'm just going to tell you about a few changes since June and just ones that matter to small business owners and entrepreneurs. I'm going to have a special one last. One new thing that LinkedIn changed in the DMs in your messaging, when somebody messages you and pretty much just gives you a couple of words and a link, LinkedIn pops up a warning that says, they're trying to send you off of LinkedIn. Do you really want to go? Most of the time, the answer to that question is no, unless it's somebody that you know and you're expecting a link from. Generally speaking, clicking on links when you don't know where they're coming from is a very bad idea. And LinkedIn has just added a layer of protection for that. Another thing that has changed is LinkedIn is kind of like mucking about with how they're doing their API, and they're giving more information to some of their platforms that they like, that they're good partners with, so that creators and people that are posting on LinkedIn get more information about their stuff. Right now, the programs that LinkedIn has partnered with are Hootsuite, Buffer, Sprinkler, Metricool, Octopus, Zoho, MLab, Social Pilot, Later Publer, and Vista Social. But keep track of this because they said there's more coming. I'll put a link after this video to an article where I found this information. This is kind of epic. It sort of gives creators and people that are putting stuff on LinkedIn more information about what's going on. And I'm excited to see the path this is going to take and how LinkedIn is going to use this. Another thing that happened this month, and this makes me very, very happy, LinkedIn will send you a message that you've made an impression. If somebody who is a top voice, who has a LinkedIn top voice badge, or has a large following starts following you, LinkedIn will send you a notification that you've made an impression. This is one of the new things that was found in the wild on LinkedIn last month and reported to Kevin D. Turner, who I mentioned earlier. The thing I really love about this is I was the one that found it. I got an email and it's like, you've made an impression. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? And then I wrote to Kevin and I'm like, Kevin, is this actually something new I found, or has this been around for months and nobody's seen it? He's like, you found it. So I got credit in his newsletter. That's it's kind of a big deal to me to know that, I'm actually contributing to all of the information that's out there. So that's very cool. And then the other new thing that sort of kind of blows my mind, and I want to share this so that you can get a video of it. So I'm going to share screen now. LinkedIn has made a change. They've made a couple of changes to newsletters this year, and this is one of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at my profile and scroll down a little bit, and we're going to click on newsletters. And then we're going to click on my latest newsletter. And if you watch, you'll see that the top banner, they now allow you to put a video there. This is very hot real estate, and I'm glad to see that there. I created this banner using Canva, very simple. I also have to give a shout out to my friend Beth Tomas, who sort of helped me figure out the timing, because different of these images have different lengths, and she kind of helped me figure that out. This is not how my newsletter banner is always going to look. I'm going to be fine tuning it. I don't think this is perfect and what you should do, but thinking about what you might want on a banner for your newsletter. Then your next question might be, Mary, should I have a newsletter on LinkedIn? And the answer to that is sort of yes. I have a friend, Allison Verhalen. She's an SEO expert, and she will always encourage you to have a newsletter where you own the list using something like a MailerChimp or a Constant Contact or something. And it is your list and your people, because my newsletter that's on LinkedIn, LinkedIn owns this. LinkedIn could decide tomorrow to cut all my ties if I made them mad enough. I try really hard not to make them mad. But this is not my real estate. This is LinkedIn's real estate. So it's very important to have your own newsletter on your own real estate. But my LinkedIn newsletter on my LinkedIn real estate gets a different open rate and gets opened by different people. So I encourage you to consider having two newsletters. And yes, there are some people in the world that have the same stuff in both newsletters. If you need to dig around about that, you can contact me and we can brainstorm a little bit about that. A little bit. I don't give away too much time for free, but I'm loving the newsletter video and I'm very excited about that. So to wrap up, I told you some new stuff that's happening on LinkedIn, and I'm going to encourage you to consider creating a LinkedIn newsletter now that they've upped the real estate on this. It's really great. And you can find me on LinkedIn. If not, I'm not doing a very good job of it. I am available to do one-on-one consulting. I'm available to come in and talk to a group, a sales team, or some other team in your company, or I'm available to talk to chambers or coaching groups. If you need any information from me, let me know. And until then, always be linking. Have an absolutely fabulous day.